Up, Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and we got a very interesting interview from Momiyama in regards to the Manga Plus app. But before I get to this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and that's included by Manga Plus, but let's be real. I should be at this point. I promote this app like no other. And I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and it's getting faster by the second. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below, as well as the link to this note at Jump's Digital Lab, in which Momiyama explains why and how the Jump Plus editorial department manages Manga Plus. I thought this would be very interesting to discuss. Let's get to this here. I love it. This is, keep in mind, this is Google Translate we're dealing with here. Translating from Japanese to English. So if things are messed up, that's why. Hello, it's Mommy of the Jump Plus editorial department. I fucking love you, Momiyama, for calling yourself Mommy. You may not know it because you can't see it from Japan, but Shueisha started a manga distribution service for overseas called Manga Plus by Shueisha, hereinafter referred to as Manga Plus 3 years ago. I love you, Manga Plus. I have been with you for a minute. I have found great series from you, such as Abyss Rage and Moonland, and also Rankamonohashi Deranged Detective. I've been with you for a very, very long time. And I love you, Manga Plus. I freaking do. Oh, and Spy X Family as well. Yes, Spy X Family was on Manga Plus before it was on the Viz Shonen Jump App. Just saying. The Manga Plus is actually run directly by the Jump Plus editorial department. Fun fact, huh? I didn't know that it was actually ran by the Jump Plus editorial department. I didn't. I think that's actually pretty cool. At most publishers, the overseas expansion of manga is mainly handled by a department other than the editorial department. You know, the overseas publishing license department. That's actually really interesting. And that's actually why, that's actually another reason why I like Manga Plus so much. This makes me like Manga Plus even more than I already did, is that you have the actual editorial department running it here, Jump Plus's editorial department, compared to like Viz's publishing license department in the case of English. The editorial department is in charge of producing popular manga first. Then the overseas publishing license department receives offers from companies in various countries to publish each manga, grants permission, and publishes and distributes overseas translated versions locally, because that is the general mechanism. And with that mechanism, many works have been published and distributed all over the world, and readers have bought them to make sales. I swear to God. Momiyama, we need, speaking of Momiyama, there's a lot of series on the Jump Plus app we would kind of like to have on the Manga Plus app. It'd be nice to have them. I don't understand why we don't have them. Can you please add them? It'd be very much appreciated. So since I started Manga Plus, many people have asked me, why is the editorial department doing overseas expansion directly? However, I rather think that Manga Plus is a service that should be operated because it is the editorial department. I love you even more, Momiyama, for this. Like, this is exactly why another reason why I don't like Shonen Jump App. And I use Manga Plus more. And plus, the reader is better on Manga Plus than it is on Viz's. I hate Viz's manga reader so much. I freaking hate it. But God, I swear to God, I just need to get sponsored by Manga Plus already. You need to sponsor me, God damn it. Oh, God. Because this makes it even more special. It really does. The fact that the editor... And Kodansha, you guys are behind, man. You guys are so behind. It really frustrates me. I wish Kodansha would be doing this too. I feel that it has the potential to play a major role for manga artists and readers around the world, including Japan. Yes, it freaking does. Now, if you would get, make it so you could buy manga volumes on there, like, Rankamonohashi Deranged Detective, or Abyss Rage or Moonland, that would be freaking awesome. Because we would like to be able to do that. Or Hinamaru Zumo as well. That would be nice too. Oh, God. In this note, I will introduce the reason and aim. It may be a little confusing, but so it will be a long sentence, but I'd like to write it step by step. So, first of all, the overseas market for manga will grow larger than everyone imagines. Yes, it will. Oh, it will. But the problem is that normies don't know about Manga Plus. I try to promote Manga Plus as much as possible. I do. I can only do so much. I don't know if other people are doing it, other manga tubers are doing it, but I do. I use manga. Everyone talks about the Shonen Jump App. Nah, I talk about Manga Plus. I think I talk about Manga Plus more than any other manga tuber does. You can let me know if I'm wrong. First of all, I will start by talking about the fact that the overseas market will grow even larger in the future. I think there are many people who somehow think that there's a possibility of expanding manga overseas. I think that there are not a few people in the industry who are aware of that. However, I believe that overseas expansion will be decisively important for the manga business in the not too distant future. Well, the future is now. It is. I'm still hoping at some point we will get Kingdom up on this app. That would, if you really want to get, like, especially the English manga readers up in here, get Kingdom up on your app, my dude. Seriously. Oh, God. First of all, how much manga is selling overseas compared to the Japanese market at present? It's, if I remember correctly, in the US, it's, I have to double check the numbers, but it's not as much as Japan. It is not. Because why? It's not as, it's, based on numbers I've seen, it's not as accessible. Well, obviously it's not as accessible as it is in Japan. I'm telling you, make it easy to buy on Manga Plus. You will get more sales. Anyways, it's quite difficult to measure the overseas manga market, but if you refer to the article by Kodansha 2 years ago, approximately 440 billion yen in Japan and less than 100 billion yen in total overseas. I ain't surprised about that. In other words, about 20% of the total market is the overseas market. Again, I am not surprised about that. Even that was 2 years ago. I'm not surprised about that. No. I'm definitely not surprised about that based on the numbers I saw, and this was back in September. For the month, it was like under 100,000 for some series. And I think it has to do with the series that people have access to. And also it has a lot to do with marketing as well. Because people just don't know about these series. They don't. And also people don't, there's also the fact that people don't fucking read either. In terms of cumulative circulation of One Piece as of last year, it exceeded 400 million copies in Japan and 90 million copies overseas. Amazing. Even here, a little less than 20% is overseas. That don't surprise me. Because I don't know what it is with people over here. You know what it is? People in the States, at least, people see like a number like over 1,000 chapters and they get scared for some reason and intimidated. I don't understand why. Maybe it's because I love to read. I don't get. You're talking to someone that took the Hajime no Ippo challenge, and the Detective Conan at the time, I think it was like under 900 chapters or about 900 chapters. You're talking to someone that has taken those kinds of challenges, and I cover Kingdom for Christ's sake. I cover like a lot of long running manga, so I don't understand for me personally. I don't understand it, but a lot of people have the attention span of a flea, so that's probably why. Even here, a little less than 20% is overseas. It's already quite a big share, isn't it? And in the last few years, sales have been increasing at a tremendous rate. Yeah, because the Western entertainment industry sucks. although it's is growing rapidly, it is growing in Japan as well. I've heard from wind rumors that Shueisha's manga overseas sales in 2021 are likely to nearly double compared to the previous year. Not surprised. The first volume of Jump Plus's popular work, Kaiju Number 8, published a whopping 250,000 copies in France alone. I saw that. It was 250,000 copies in France. France manga is getting really big. It is. In France, one volume is 699 euros, which is like the equivalent of 900 yen. However, the first volume suddenly has 250,000 copies. It's amazing. I heard that a popular work, Dandadan, which is also in France, was licensed to a local publisher under exceptional conditions in the first history of Shueisha. It shows that the ratio of royalties and income from overseas is becoming very large for manga artists as well. That's great. That's another thing too. If Manga Plus can have something where manga artists can actually get paid more money from the royalties, that would actually be fantastic. Let's see. I've been involved in Jump digital work for about 10 years now, and it feels like it says dejab 10 years ago. But anyways, at that time, the atmosphere was that ebooks are important somehow. They are very important. It's crazy how ebooks have become so important now compared to 10 years ago. God, I feel old. Since then, as you know, ebooks have become decisively rather important rather than somehow in 10 years ago. I expect that the ratio of domestic and overseas sales will be about 5-to-5 ratio in 10 years. Recently, overseas popularity has become important for achieving animation. Momiyama, you gotta do something about the anime industry, though. The anime industry is just a huge, hot mess. One of the major reasons for the growth in manga sales overseas is the spread of anime viewing due to the spread of video distribution services such as Netflix and Crunchyroll. Oh, don't get me started on Crunchyroll, because in terms of Kodansha, this is why I want Kodansha. If Kodansha's editorial department, I'm talking about the manga editorial department, in Japan, did something like what we get from Manga Plus, that would be freaking fantastic, because what we have over here is bullshit. Because Kodansha over here has a contract with Crunchyroll for manga simulpubs, and it is like fucking pulling teeth to get simulpubs. I had to whine and bitch and Karen it out to get Four Nights of the Apocalypse simulpubs. And I'm probably going to have to keep, since no one else is doing it, I'm going to have to keep doing it to get fucking Orient up in there. And probably more Kodansha simulpubs like Goddess Cafe Terrace. It's just, and Kanojo Okarashima, I'm surprised Kanojo Okarashimasu ain't up in there either. It is the most frustrating thing to do. And I ain't getting paid for it. And it's like, at this point, it's like, why even bother if I'm not getting paid? It's so stupid. But anyways. And speaking of Netflix treats their anime like crap. Hopefully this is going to change with Toho Studios and, coming into play. But I think Toho Studios is just going to do live action. Oh, I really hope not. But anyways. And as for anime, the overseas market has already surpassed the domestic market last year. This is very sad. I'm sorry. It is very sad that, Americans especially are willing to read subtitles, but they won't read a manga that has better art and better writing than said anime. That just makes me really depressed. This shows that overseas popularity is important for achieving animation and continuing animation broadcasting and distribution. It also says, you know what it says too? I'm sorry I have to say it, but I have standards, okay? And I get attacked for it all the goddamn time. It shows that, like, with the kind of content that's coming out, I've seen a lot of shitty art and animation coming out. It shows that Americans are okay with mediocrity. And until that changes, it's gonna still be the same. Now, I'm not saying all anime is bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that a lot of the stuff that I see in terms of writing or in terms of art and animation for manga to anime adaptations has been really bad, and that is not good. This, okay, it goes without saying you need money to continue making anime. You also need to make sure that the companies are treating their staff better. If the market for that business is larger overseas, it's only natural that works that are likely to sell overseas will be animated. Yeah, and you need to make sure they're not censored to death either. I'm so tired of that. And they actually try at least look closer to the art that they are adapting. Recently, there have been a lot of opportunities for companies in the anime business to ask about the popularity of Manga Plus, about the manga that has been given a star. From ancient times, ancient times, God, I was often asked about the condition of questionnaires and the number of comics. Now I think that Manga Plus is being interviewed to see if manga will become popular overseas when it is animated. I love this. Manga Plus, you're getting so big. Now get Kingdom up in there, for fuck's sakes. In Manga Plus, new works that have not been licensed overseas are serialized and published worldwide in multiple languages at the same time as Japan, so data can be collected. And thank God that we have all the chapters of Ron Komonohashi Deranged Detective up in there. Thank God, because God knows we ain't getting it licensed over here for some stupid reason. Anime plays a major role in increasing popularity of each manga in Japan. Overseas popularity has already become important in order to achieve that animation. The role and value of manga magazines is to bring new manga to the world. Yes, I used to read Shonen Jump magazines when I was a kid. God damn it, I'm old. So far, I'm just saying that overseas is important, but it's not the answer to the theme of this note. Thank you. Why is the editorial department operating directly? Let's get to this. From here, I will finally get closer to the reason why the Jump Plus editorial department is directly involved in overseas expansion. I want to know why we're not getting more series from that's on the Japanese Jump Plus app up in here. That's what I want to know. I belong to the Jump Plus editorial department, Weekly Shonen Jump Editorial Department, but the biggest role of the manga editorial department and the manga editor is to deliver new and interesting manga to the world. God damn it, you are making me think of Hitman by Seo Koji when you say this. In order to create interesting and popular manga, not only the individual power of manga artists and editors, but also the function of manga magazines such as Jump Plus and Weekly Shonen Jump play a major role. You know, then I don't understand why you, since you are playing, I still want to know your role and why you banned Aikashi Triangle Chapter 74. I still don't understand that, but whatever. He wrote about it in a note. Why manga edit, there's a couple of notes here. This is from like a couple years ago. I ain't gonna read this. In a nutshell, manga magazines have, you could read this on your own. I want to finish this because otherwise it's going to get too long. In a nutshell, manga magazines have the function and role of creating works, nurturing them with readers and expanding them. 8 years ago, we thought that with the spread of the internet and smartphones and technological innovation, we could deliver new and interesting manga and to the world and by operating manga magazines on the web, and we launched Jump Plus. As a result, Jump Plus has created many popular manga that grew up and spread with readers. The same applies to Manga Plus, which we still have not gotten a lot of series from Jump Plus up in Manga Plus, and we still have not got Kingdom. I don't understand why, but whatever. Let's see. I swear, if we get Kingdom up on Manga Plus, I will be so freaking happy. You have no idea. Because apparently, I'm gonna tweet him directly. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep tweeting him directly because this is gonna be. I'm not gonna be happy until we get Kingdom up on this app because I don't know what is going on with Viz, but Viz hates Kingdom for some reason, and Kingdom is getting localized everywhere. But everywhere but here because Viz hates Kingdom. And same with Captain Tsubasa. I don't know what Viz in the US has a problem with Captain Tsubasa, but they do. I don't freaking get it. And I just drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Anyways. Damn it. The same applies to Manga Plus. With the spread of the internet and smartphones and technological innovation, we are now in an era where manga magazines can be operated overseas. Yes! By expanding the scope of manga magazines from paper to digital to overseas, I believe that Jump will be able to deliver new and interesting manga to the world. That is the aim of Manga Plus. Yeah, bring more of Jump Plus manga to Manga Plus. It's not fair. In other words, instead of exporting popular manga born from Jumps overseas, I wanted to expand the scope of the Jump mechanism itself to the world and deliver new and interesting manga to the world. Viz, you are screwed if Manga Plus starts booming. You are fucked because Manga Plus is gonna do what you're not doing right. I'm telling you, Viz, you better watch the fuck out because Manga Plus is coming for you. You're lucky that Manga Plus has not started their subscription service. You're lucky that Manga Plus ain't selling volumes yet on their site, on their app. You are lucky. You are lucky that they are not doing that shit yet. But mark my words, when they start doing that, you are gonna be fucked. You are gonna be fucked. Thank you, manga gods, for blessing me with Manga Plus. Thank you. You are continuing to prove to me, Momiyama, you are continuing to prove to me why I love Manga Plus. And goddamn it, you need to sponsor me because I love this app so much. Let's see. I feel that. Oh my god. I gotta read this again. In other words, instead of exporting I gotta read this again because this really makes me want Kingdom up on this app, but 2 proves the point why this is gonna fail. In other words, instead of exporting popular manga born from Jump overseas, I wanted to expand the scope of the Jump mechanism itself to the world and deliver new and interesting manga to the world. I feel that there's a possibility in the future that Jump Plus can further fulfill the role of a manga magazine that creates works, grows them together with readers, and grows them into hit works. Yes! 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 So, God, this is long, but God damn it, I have to talk about this. This really makes my fucking life. You have no idea. What is the reason why the editorial department develops manga apps for overseas markets? In Japan, publishers directly publish and distribute manga magazines and books. On the other hand, in most cases, overseas publishers do not do this directly, but license companies in each country and have their licensees publish and distribute them. This model continues to make great strides in selling comics abroad, but what about the function of manga magazines? So here are some examples of manga magazines that have the function of creating works and nurturing them with readers. Invest in one-shot publications to try and nurture new works and talents. Manga artists and editors will hold meetings to improve the quality of their works. We will utilize the data collected from readers, such as questionnaires, for the production of new works and serializations. Ask readers who visit for popular manga to read the new series and discover new works. These are things that are taken for granted in every editorial department based on manga magazines and have played a very important role. If Manga Plus gets us overseas readers involved, obviously it's not going to play as much of an important role as say the Japanese readers, obviously, but I would love to be part of the process. I would. If they make it happen, that would be boss. Running a manga magazine overseas, that is the editorial department will do these things overseas. That's fucking awesome. That is the answer that the editorial department aims to directly develop manga apps overseas. So here's the current status here. So here's the current status of Manga Plus. So the number of readers right now is we have 500 million. They have 500 million and the number of apps and web users added, and then this is the number of domestic Jumps Plus exceeds 10 million in many months. And one day I would like to aim to exceed 100 million by adding domestic and overseas readers. You can do this, my man. You will do that if you add Kingdom. I'm telling you, add Kingdom and add more Jump Plus series. You will get that. And also, if you start selling ebooks up in there, or volumes up in there, you will get your 10 million. Shit, Kingdom alone will get you the 10 million you want. And also a subscription service too. If you want 10 million, that's how you do it. Or 100 million? If you want to get 100 million, yeah, you get Kingdom up in there. 2, you get the subscription service as well, and 3, you get volumes. As soon as you get those 3 things up in there, and and 4, add more Jump Plus series up in there. Once you do those 4 things, you will definitely get 100 million. Oh, damn straight you will. You will definitely hit that so fast. You will probably hit 100 million in probably a year. I would say maybe a year. In less than a year, you will hit 100 million if you do those 4 things. Hands down. Especially if you get Kingdom and you have sales available for Kingdom volumes like right away. Oh, damn straight. It's in English I'm talking about. You will have people like going nuts, and you will be having people buying those volumes up so fast. I'm telling you. That's how badly people, at least in the States, want Kingdom. They want it that bad. But anyways, right now there's 7 languages supported. There's English, Spanish, Thai, Indonesian, Portuguese, Russian, and French, and Japanese. So technically 8. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to read. Okay, I'm just going to read this. One of the reasons of the recent activation of publishing and distribution offers from overseas is that the person in charge of overseas licenses said that Manga Plus exists, and it is gradually starting to play a role. In addition, there was a case where we heard about the live action video from overseas about the work before the book was published in Japan. When I asked him why he knew the work, it was Manga Plus. See, Manga Plus! You need to do more! In general, when it comes to anime, it's said that there's a marked tendency for the name recognition of the work to rise overseas. However, in Manga Plus, foreign language versions can be serialized all over the world at the will of the editorial department from the beginning of the new serialization or serialization. As a result, many works that are highly popular and well known overseas have been created even though there is no animation. Yes! Yes! However, I do feel various challenges. The challenge of playing the role of creating works and nurturing them with readers around the world is still just one step away. First of all, Shueisha has rarely expanded its business and or operated services directly overseas. Yeah, I understand that, but dude, the risk is worth it. The latest digital technology and know-how, as well as the knowledge and experience of doing business overseas, I feel they are missing. They're missing how? You can hire people for this. Therefore, we at Jump Plus Editorial Department, yeah, there you go, are looking for people who can cooperate in various digital departments to create manga at the window called Jump Digital Lab. Oh, okay. The overseas expansion of Jump Plus is to continue to play the role and function of Jump Plus. Function of Jump, a manga magazine that has produced interesting manga for decades for cartoons and readers in the future. This is one of those challenges. If you'd like to cooperate with various Jump Plus challenges, including overseas expansion, or if you are interested in having technology knowledge and ideas, we are looking forward to your application. I don't know if I can give you technology ideas, but damn, well, you know what? If you need like translators and stuff, I can definitely give you. I have teams that will definitely could use the money, and they would definitely be able to help you. Definitely. I know there's plenty of American scanlation teams that will definitely help you out. They would love to help you out. But God, in terms of technology, I feel like the place to go to would be to work. Actually, I would think maybe working with the scanlation teams might be the best option, actually. I'm really curious what you guys think about that. I think because how like I'm thinking of like manga decks off the top of my head. I think like working with the scanlation teams and working like with manga decks And some of the other manga, especially like a lot of the manga sources that I have, you know, like manga accounts that I follow, like on Twitter, for example, I think they'd be able to really help with this. I do. But it's up to them what they want to do. But god damn it, I really love Manga Plus even more now. This really makes me happy. But something I would love to see happen is with series that stop getting published in Weekly Shonen Jump, I'd love to see them still live on Manga Plus. Because the problem I have with Shueisha, and I've been saying this for a minute, is that something that happens is like with Weekly Shonen Jump is that, you know, they'll just cut series. But like I would love to see it where where like Shueisha says, well, the series is gonna get axed. Well, why not just move it? Just say this series is going to be exclusively on the Jump Plus app / Manga Plus. I think that would be actually pretty fair, and I think that, you know, the series, for the people that like the series, especially if you're going to hear from, like, for example, for people really like the Hunter's Guild Red Hood, people this way you can have like the overseas readers like really be able to enjoy it more a little longer. You could have for example, another example would be Hellborn Haguma. I love Hellborn Haguma, and I was crushed when it got canceled. If I feel like if it would have been able to go on a little more, people like it would have like gained more momentum. But I really feel like that Manga Plus has so much potential. It does. But as I said, I think it could hit 100 million like no problem. And if Manga Plus kind of takes a little bit from what Viz does with the Shonen Jump app, which is have a subscription service so people can access like all the chapters of the manga, um add more series from Jump Plus, because that's what people want, is more of the series that you have on the main Jump Plus app. And also have Kingdom, for fuck's sake. Put Kingdom up on there. And then what was the other thing I said? And then have it so you can buy volumes directly. Because Viz is a bunch of bitches and we can't get some of these volumes. Like, another example of a series I would love to read and cover is the Yashahime series. The Yashahime manga, Viz won't do simulpubs for it. I don't understand why. I don't understand why you ain't doing the Yashahime simulpubs either. I don't understand it. It really frustrates me. But I'm really curious what you guys think about this. There's so much potential here. I really am excited to see where Manga Plus goes. I swear, I just need to be sponsored by you guys already. I've been freaking preaching this app for a minute. I love Manga Plus. This app is fucking amazing. It deserves the world. I could see Kodansha needs to like take lessons from you guys. I do. I can't wait to see where we go from here. I can't wait to see what Manga Plus does. I hope Manga Plus does because I did hear about a beta. I didn't see anything about the beta at all. Right, Keith? Yeah, Kitty knows. Right, Zeno? Yeah, see, Keith. But I'm very curious what you guys think about Manga Plus, like based off of what we're hearing here. The only thing that I'm kind of let down that we didn't get anything about is why the Ayakashi Triangle chapter was not posted. That kind of irks me a little bit. But I'm very pleased with what we got. I'm very, very, very pleased with and the thing that I think I like the most about this is the fact that this is the actual editorial department doing this. That really makes me love Manga Plus even more. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think of this whole situation with Manga Plus. What do you guys want to see from Manga Plus? I'm very curious. Because I'm gonna, when I tweet this out, I'm gonna tag the editorial. I'm gonna tag oh my god, shit. I'm gonna tag Momiyama. I'm gonna tag him directly, so hopefully he'll watch this. Hopefully. What do you guys want to see from What do you guys want to see from Manga Plus? I want to know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I could keep bringing you more manga content, a few ways you could do that. Donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.